Hi guys. Sorry about my cat. She's being really attentive today, and she really wants some attention, but I just haven't given it to her, I guess. Um, I'm making this video mainly about pressure because I know we all go through it. Like, it's instant right there. We all go through it. Some of it's peer pressure, some of it's just sibling pressure, just self harm, stuff like that. Pressure can go really far. And I know I don't look as good, like, for one, this lighting, I don't know, because my camera's flipped. It's not a mirror reflection like I thought it would be. But, this side of my face is, like, lit, and the other side is just dark. I'm sorry for the lighting, and I'm sorry if I don't really look good or sound good at all, but please don't pass judgment, because you have no idea what I just walked out of. But judgment can go really far, really fast here. You get all these people pressuring you. Judgment, I'm not pressure can go really far. I'm sorry, I'm out of it. But pressure can actually go farther than what you would imagine, and it doesn't stop. Most common pressure would be peer pressuring or bullies. My advice on that, I would have to say peer pressure. Whether it's somebody doing something that you don't want, or my shoulder hurts. Um, like, say for instance someone offered you drugs and you finally felt accepted, so that's my phone. You finally felt accepted, so you just took the offer and you were like, hey, these are my new friends. And you started hanging out with them, that they're not your friends. That's like one of the common things. Shut up. Then there's also the pressure. You wouldn't believe it's pressure, but it's pressure. When you have a friend who doesn't like another friend, I'm ignoring that. Like, I'm ignoring it. Okay. But when you have a friend who has another friend, but you're not like, I don't know how to describe this. Really. It's like friend on friend pressure. Let's say this isn't by any means in my life. Like, I do not have. Well, I might, but not bad. Like, let's just say one of my friends don't like one of my friends, and the one of my friends they don't like is my best friend, and it's kind of hard with that names. Okay, let's just make up names. Stacy and Tracy. That sounds alike. So that makes no sense. But let's say Stacy's my truest friend, and I've known her my whole life, and then I think Tracy is the other one. I haven't known her that long, but she's really true, and she makes me feel different. Well, then if she doesn't like Stacy and she pressures me, that's still pressure, and it goes pretty far, guys. You might want to think before you speak, or, I mean, I know that sounds tacky and it's just for bullying, but it's not. That's my phone, it will not show. I'm getting pressure recently from a lot of different people. They're trying to make me someone I'm not. I mean, I'm not in a relationship, no, but I'm also taken, and some people don't want to realize it. I've got all these people flirting with me, and then when I tell them no, they just make me feel so guilty, and then they make me feel like I'm not good enough, and I mean, that gets to a certain point. And then a friend of mine, a real close friend of mine, I'm not naming any names, and y'all don't even know if it's true or not, but a friend of mine, she's actually getting into trouble. Like, she's so young. I mean, she's not that much younger than me, but she's still pretty young, and she knows who I'm talking to. But, and if I make it too obvious of who I'm talking about, I'm sorry. I really am. I'm not trying anything. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm just looking out for you. But she's kind of going through the same pressure as me. She's got a boyfriend, and she's got people flirting with her, and I mean, it's stinks. And then she's doing all these things that I couldn't imagine that I used to do. I hate bringing this up because I don't. Everybody watching this, are mainly from Oklahoma and they don't know about my life in Texas. I'm hoping this is helping somebody for what it's worth. But pressure gets to stop. It just stops. I mean, my friend, she's being pressured and she feels like she's not good enough. Self-harm comes in hand. Most people think it's from bullying or, just stupid things. I think it's stupid to self-harm yourself, but I still have scars from me self-harming myself. Like, it was bad, and, I'm even tearing up thinking about it. Pressure can get to that point, and sometimes when you think it's not gonna be serious, it becomes so serious that you just feel like you're so left out and you're so lost. Guys, you're not. That's not the only pressure. Self-harm isn't the only pressure. There's so much I could go on about. And a lot of these girls aren't feeling good enough, and then all these jerks, as guys, sit there and they make her feel good enough, and then they just ditch her. But in my opinion, girls and guys are just about the same thing. They hurt just as bad. A girl hurts a guy just as bad as a guy can hurt a girl. And seriously, just consider it. And pressure gets to a stopping point. You have some people like me who grew up the middle child, unfortunately, and if you're really like me, then you've got the older brother who's so smart that you could never compare to, and everybody compares you to them, and then you just feel like, okay, I'm not smart enough, and I'm not good enough, and then all this drama happens, and then you get into a grade where the teachers knew your older brother, like me. That's what happened. I got into a grade where the teachers knew my older brother. That's why I moved, because they would compare me, and everybody else expects me to be as smart, as athletic, as funny, but I'm not. I'm an original. I'm not Jason. And it stings being the middle child, but having a little brother is amazing. For one, not all the attention's on me. Sometimes that's bad, but sometimes it's good because I can actually be myself and I can just sit there and just relax for a little while without somebody just going like, ooh, let's go do this, ooh, let's go do that. Not now I can't because every time I go to Texas, everybody's just like, oh, you're back, let's go hang out. Yeah. I didn't even get to spend time with my parents. That's pretty bad, guys. But, pressure, that's another pressure, being compared to somebody else is pressure, and that's also known as bullying. Pressure is a type of bullying. Not only does that cause a lot of damage, but there's also something I will never get through. No matter how many times I look in the mirror, I will never see a beautiful young girl that I am. And I know I am, I just can't see it. You see, and that's how most girls are these days, and even some guys just feel like they're not good enough. You read all over the news of people just doing bad things that you never notice that you could have caused it. Like, I have a lot, I don't have a lot of makeup on, but I've got foundation on, I've got concealer on, I've got 3 different eyeshadows on, and eyeliner, mascara. I've got more makeup than that on, but it's not pounded or whatever. It looks good. You can't really see it because of the lighting effects. Once again, sorry. But I still don't feel like I'm good enough. And I even damaged my hair and straightened it, and look at it. It is nothing but a big fluff. And yet, I still don't feel good enough. No matter what I do, I would never feel good enough. But to people like that, I can honestly help you. I really can. Think of the most prettiest girl or the cutest guy you know. For guys, think of the guy you want to be. And for girls, think of the girl you wish to be. Once you thought about that, then you realize they've made their mistakes and they've looked. It's society. This totally got off topic and the pressure changed, but pressure can, like, do unimaginable things. You can lose a life over pressure. Whether it's the pressure of being perfect, the pressure of being the smartest, the truest, funniest, anything. It's just so simple. To those I'm giving advice to on the self-harm, whatever you do, if you cut yourself, burn yourself, starve yourself, no matter what you do, count to 40. If you're suicidal like I was, count to 40. I read somewhere, every 40 seconds someone commits suicide. And once you count to 40, you realize that somebody wasn't you. And you made it another 40 seconds. Then keep counting and see how much you can make it. Because I guarantee you can. And every 29 seconds or 27 seconds, somebody does something self-harmful. And count them. And then notice if it wasn't you. But I'm always here to talk to you, and that's pretty much all I have. But I really hope that helps some of you guys, because I didn't want to make this 11-minute video, which is probably going to be 12 minutes by the time I finish it. I didn't want to make this and just keep it bottled up inside. I wanted to let somebody know. And, this could save a life, and I hope it does. But I'm here for you. And that's all for now. Say bye, Angel. Angel. Yeah, that's my cat, Angel. Bye.